Impeachment. It's the thank you next of politics. And today was yet another day of major developments in the unfolding Ukraine scandal. So let's catch up on all the latest news in our ongoing segment, the fantastic, absolutely tremendous road to impeachment.
The only thing they can impeach me for is for having created the best economy.
No other president should ever have to go through.
It's probably presidential harassment.
Things went into another gear on Capitol Hill today as Congress heard from the first witness in its impeachment inquiry, Kurt Volker. He's the former envoy to Ukraine who resigned last week after it came out that he had been texting with Trump lawyer and haunted egg Rudy Giuliani. Now, Volker's testimony took place behind closed doors, so we don't know exactly what he said. But while he was talking in private, Donald Trump was letting loose on the White House lawn.
This is just breaking. President Trump leaving the White House, calling on two different foreign governments to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden.
So I would say that President Zelensky, if it were me, I would recommend that they start an investigation into the Bidens. China should start an investigation into the Bidens, because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine.
This guy's unbelievable. He's already facing impeachment for asking Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden. And now he's like, you know what, China, get in on it too. You jump in as well. Trump might be the only person on earth who thinks two wrongs do make a right. Yeah, in his mind, he's probably like, yeah, it makes sense. Don Jr. and Eric cancel each other out. That means I only have Ivanka. It works, people. It works. Totally works. Now, as the scandal develops, more and more people in Trump's orbit are getting sucked in. First, it was Trump's personal lawyer. Then it was his Secretary of State. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if next week we find out Sean Spicer is also somehow a part of this. You know, it'll be like, yeah, he's been sending secret messages to Ukraine on Dancing with the Stars. Because that's not dancing. We can all agree, right? That's full body Morse code. That's what that is. But now, yet another member of the Trump cabinet is getting pulled into Ukraine Gate.
This morning, the Washington Post reporting President Trump repeatedly enlisted Vice President Mike Pence to join in his pressure campaign on Ukraine. The president reportedly instructing Pence to skip the inauguration of Ukraine's new leader, Volodymyr Zelensky. The paper also says President Trump used Pence to inform Zelensky that U.S. military aid was being withheld.
White House officials say Pence likely would have received detailed notes of the president's call with Zelensky in his daily briefing book on July 26th.
The vice president might be tainted by all of this. If the vice president knew about that and was involved in that, to me, that not only taints him, but it makes him ineligible as well for the presidency.
Wow. So Mike Pence likely knew about the phone call, had access to the transcript, and personally told Zelensky that he wasn't getting his military aid. Pence was so deep in this thing, I bet Mother considers it cheating. And I'm not shocked. I'm honestly not shocked that Pence was involved, because he does whatever Trump tells him. You realize that, right? Like, you see, Trump he's Homer Simpson, all right? And he basically picked Ned Flanders as his VP. Yeah. If Trump says jump into that volcano, Pence would be like, okally dokally, sir, I'll do it. But what's interesting is that Mike Pence doesn't deny that he got tough with Ukraine. What he claims is that it was all totally innocent.
Questions swirling about what Pence knew and when.
Officials close to Pence say he was unaware the president had also pressured Zelensky for damaging information on political rival Joe Biden.
His aides insist he was in the dark.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a weird excuse, all right? Pence says he was pressuring Ukraine, but he didn't know it had anything to do with Joe Biden. That makes no sense. So why was he pressuring them? He didn't know why? That would be like a mob enforcer not knowing what he's enforcing. Yeah? Just like the guy showing up like, I don't think you understand, Tommy. My boss wants you to do that thing. He'd be like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Well, I don't know, the thing. I thought you would know. I just show up and I go like this with my hands. Then people do a thing. I don't even know what it is. So Mike Pence's excuse seems to be that he was blissfully unaware of what Trump was really up to. But what's interesting is that it seems like this is his excuse for a lot of things that happen in this White House.
7 people close to the vice president tell CNN Pence was unaware Flynn spoke to the Russian ambassador about sanctions.
He was unaware of Flynn's ties to Turkey.
Let me say, hearing that story today was the first I heard of it.
Pence was not aware of communications with WikiLeaks.
He was unaware of this controversial meeting.
I learned as I awoke this morning of those developments.
Oh, I learned as I awoke this morning, yes. Hashtag I awoke like this. Yeah, apparently whenever there's a Trump scandal, Mike Pence never seems to know what's going on. Never. He just has no clue. He's like every mom watching a movie. Just like, is that the bad guy? No, Mom. That's the Pixar lamp. The movie hasn't started yet. But why did it kill the eye? Mom, it's just a thing. Just like, the movie hasn't started. My mom used to do that all the time, by the way. I don't know if yours did. We'd be watching a movie together. We just started. And you know, like how somebody gets killed in the beginning, and then my mom would be like, oh, hi, Trevor, why did they kill him? I'm like, the movie just started. I don't know. I'm here with you. We just started watching this together. I'll tell you at the end. Because the way he tells it, Mike Pence doesn't know about any of the bad things happening in the Trump administration, which is most of the things happening. And I mean, if that's true, that's actually not good for America. Because you realize if Trump gets kicked out, Pence becomes president. But clearly he has no idea what's going on. Right? Which means he's just going to be at the State of the Union like, my fellow Americans, the State of the Union is like this, you know, the thing.